This book just arrived, which I've ordered totally on a whim because I was ordering something else on eBay and I saw this. And I thought this was interesting. I'm looking forward to reading it. I already had a little look and it has a lot of interesting maps and pictures. It could take me quite a while though because I'm very slow at reading non-fiction books. I'm sampling the first of the cherries. This is looking somewhat promising. Oh, these look very ripe up there. Very hard to reach, unfortunately. It's very good, actually. Very tasty. Did I come here to stuff my face? Absolutely.
Gather the sheep from the hills. The collies that we have is get an intense instinct to grab sheep. The shepherd's job is to train these extremely intelligent dogs to work to her or his advantage. As we all know personally, training a collie is not an easy task.
Humans were hardwired to like, so I used the key ones and I could just see them. And the king, well, not only was he worried, but he wasn't going to let this happen, so he rallied his troops.
And he learned that this was the most practical way to extract deer from some of Scotland's wild and rugged places.
Especially the circulation. Backcast, your horn got forward and horn got back. See this?
Right, okay. Oh, usually, I mean, we've got, when we go to different places like Shetland,
Emma will do her best to keep up with this dog, but it's going to be an impossibility. Wonderful control on the dog walk there. There are two contact areas you'll see on the contact items, ladies and gentlemen. They're coloured blue and the dog must touch. Even with one toenail, both of these parts, the on contact and the off contact. We're starting with the small height category. Again, a wonderful seesaw and a clear round to start us off. A fabulous run. Well done, Emma. And boo! The line is handled by Melanie Cargill, Starlight Secret Sorceress, Secret for short. Melanie's from Stonehaven. Another working Cocker Spaniel, 7-year-old. And before Secret was 3, she had the honour of representing Scotland in Holland at the World Agility Open Championships. You see the distance between the handler and the dog in the weave there particularly. Handler has a lot of confidence that the dog will be able to respond and react. Handling at a distance is an art form. Lots of other dogs tend not to like that very much, they like to be near their owner. Well done, fabulous run.
No, it was okay.
These are so incredibly sweet.
Oh, he's very friendly.
It's quite hot today, so we are out cherry picking. Already have a glass of big juicy cherries. These are so good, the ripe ones really taste literally like cherry jam. I just found a leech on the grass. I think I'm gonna put it in the river. I'm surprised that they can stand the sun like that.
Well, they don't have the same kind of skin that we do.
I had this fancy idea that we would go along the river and then sit in the sun on the rocks, but just even being in the sun for 10 minutes was enough for me. So we'll probably collect the last set of cherries. There's 2 jars of cherries today. And then just sit in the shade. I think it's probably somewhere around 22 degrees Celsius. And you see all these cherries up there. They're so dark. It physically pains me that I can't reach them and eat them. I suppose I gotta be grateful for what I can reach. So there we are. Here's all the cherries that I picked today. The smaller ones and the big juicy sweet ones. And I'm gonna deep hit them and freeze them for the winter. This is the fate of my strawberry, by the way. Poor thing got infected with spider mites and I had to put it outside. I can't see much going on with that, so hopefully it will make a recovery. You can sort of see some of the spots that it has. So basically I just drenched it in alcohol. I found online the advice to drench it in isopropyl mixed with water, and that's what I've done. So we'll see how it comes out. I just got some more cherries, but the raspberries here are coming out already as well. We are near St Magdalene's Hill today. Getting more and more. There's a lot more here than I anticipated. That's a nice thing about summer, I suppose. And yeah, it is very hot today again, but at least there's quite a lot of wind about. Oh, so how's meeting you here? Look at all of this. That's a big and juicy raspberries. See, once I start an activity like berry picking, I just can't stop. So, do you have wild berries growing where you live? Do you collect them? Do you have berries growing in your garden? Wherever you are, even if you're buying them from the supermarket, I hope you can enjoy some tasty seasonal summer fruit. We just made an interesting discovery. This plant here is called hogweed. It's a little bit poisonous when you touch it, but it actually smells like a pig. My partner just noticed. It really does smell like a farm animal. My partner says his foraging book says you can eat it, but we all know giant hogweed, and giant hogweed is pretty poisonous when you get in contact with the juice. On a day like that, it's nicest to sit in the shade. I'm basically just here checking all of my favourite strawberry patches for strawberries, and it's looking pretty good. It's so dark in here. Such a difference when you walk in. It's like walking into a house with little windows. But it's nice and cool in the shade of the trees. So walk from a strawberry patch into a raspberry patch. Food is literally everywhere this time of the year. So it's 24 degrees today, which is pretty hot. So we're dressed in very floaty clothing to make it at least a bit bearable. And just going outside for a bit. And there's more food around. I've collected more cherries from the tree. This cherry tree, the one that's in the middle of a big crossing, is just so productive. It just keeps on giving cherries.
Just surrounded by the smell of pig.
Oh yes, the hog.
I've never noticed that before. I think it must be just because it's so hot that the scent is just, yeah.
Paths are full of little frogs and you have to avoid them so as to not squish them. Oh, he's pretending he's dead. Look at him. I remember there was a time when we lived in Edinburgh and we went to Holyrood Park around the night time, go for a walk, and there was tons of these little frogs and they were all over the place and we couldn't see anything. I think we ended up using maybe a phone light or my camera flash or something like that to reveal where they were, but it's just the whole place was crawling with frogs, both small and large. I found some red currant. Did he get anything?
I don't think so.
And maybe he'll go again. Just all spray.
It's got something, hasn't it?
Yeah, it looks like it. Oh no, it definitely got something. Oh, there he goes. That's his dinner for today. Yay.
Here come the fucking...
Oh, I know. It's getting attacked.
Shouldn't have fished so close to the seagulls.
Well, it's not enough to catch your dinner, you have to defend it as well. He should just get into a tree or something.
Well, what's he going to do with the fish?
Hold on to it. I think they may have given up.
Mm-hmm.
I've done a bit more cherry collecting. This cherry tree has lots of accessible, super ripe fruits. so I couldn't resist. One whole jar of beautiful ripe black cherries. There's butterflies everywhere. Look at what I found. Some of these wild strawberries are really big. In the end, we collected so much that we had to put some of it away to take home because we've already eaten tons of berries and I don't think I can eat any more. Yeah, it's the hottest day so far, supposedly 30 degrees. It does feel hotter than it has before, for sure. So we're just out here by the river. I picked more cherries. Yesterday I was pitting the cherries and I was so exhausted afterwards. But now I have a steady supply of cherries for the winter. Also, I don't know if I've ever officially showed you my little wren pin. Is it? Do you remember what charity?
RSPB.
So RSPB had all these little animals, lots of different pins, and we basically rifled through them all, me and my friend. And I picked the wren. My partner picked the bullfinch.
Scottish crossbill.
Oh, yeah. And so I picked the wren, and my partner picked the Scottish bull. My partner picked the Scottish crossbill. Difficult name to say. I did actually see a crossbill once, all the way up in a tree.
Oh, where?
Canoe Hill, I think.
Oh.
It was either Canoe Hill or Dickney Wood.
Were you with me?
No, I was by myself.
Oh.
It was because he had the beak.
Yep.
That kind of
Yep.
unmistakable beak that he had. So all the way up I had a zooming camera with me.
Did you take a picture?
Yeah.
Cool.
It wasn't quite the scarlet red that it is on the pin.
Yeah, well, you get Scottish crossbills and you get, I think, common crossbill as well.
Or was it a common one that I maybe saw?
Maybe, I don't know.
So Scottish ones are red, or
Yeah.
no? Maybe probably saw a common crossbill then because it was kind of brownish. I'd love to see a red one. Maybe one day. Oh, there it is. Who is it calling for? It's massive though. Is that really a buzzard?
I can't think of what else it would be. Sounds like a buzzard.
Maybe it's defending its own nest, who knows? Looks like the first blackberries. Oh,
I don't think they're very ripe.
no, they do have a taste. First blackberries are there. Well, the heat has returned to Scotland. It's pretty hot today, and even though there's a breeze, I am struggling. I am struggling today. I am dressed as lightly as I possibly could, and yet the heat is getting to me. I don't know if it's maybe because it's also slightly low pressure. And of course, we're picking some berries along the way. I think this is the biggest one I found so far. It's almost strawberry sized. Color of this moss is one of my favorite colors. Here's something that I picked up when we were in Edinburgh the other day. Picked up these shells and actually bought them off of somebody who knows where to get them. And I bought about 200, more than 200 of these. They're really nice. And let me show you what I'm actually doing with these. I am making coasters. These really nice coasters. And I'm actually selling them on Etsy at the moment. But hopefully I will make enough to get a nice little stand on some kind of craft fair. I actually really like how they look. And the thinner the better, I suppose. They come in all different colors as well. So it has been really fun to make these and arrange them. And they are encased in resin as well. So I'm gonna keep on making more, and if you like them and if you want to support the channel, you can head over to my Etsy, and maybe eventually you're gonna come to my craft market stall when I have made loads of these. So I'm looking forward to using all of these shells and making nice coasters. I think when I found these shells, I knew that I wanted to do something with them. And I suppose my concept is a shell that you find on the beach and capturing the excitement that you feel when you find it lying in the sand. Other than that, I am aiming to be a bit more regular than I have been. I think I've taken over a month off, and really it's been a case of I've got a lot of work done using my friend's flat as an office, and as soon as I was back home, it was just grinding back to a standstill, which was a bit frustrating, to be honest. And I have been working on these items. There's not only coasters, but there's also earrings, and I'll add a few videos in for you from the promotion. So I have been feeling a little bit frustrated with my progress and my inability to do anything, or to do things as I want to do them without sacrificing my health for it. I don't know what to say, but it's really hard to do things in a regular rhythm just during the day. I suppose I am just a really chaotic creative who can just work in the middle of the night. So yes, there are more videos on the way that have already been filmed and they're almost finished. I really, really want to go on a camping trip somewhere, and I've got all the parts together for us to be able to do it. I even have a car charger for my drone. So the only thing that is left to do is to make plans and find where exactly to park and where to camp. So wish me luck. And of course, thank you for watching. I hope you have a great day.